Got a knocking noise coming from your truck's engine? Yeah, that's one of those sounds that'll make your stomach drop. I'm Tom from Car Justify, and I'm gonna walk you through what those early knocks mean, what could be causing them, and how to catch the problem before it turns into a full-on engine rebuild. First thing, don't confuse a knock with a tap. A tap is usually faster and lighter, like a sewing machine, often caused by loose valve lifters or something up top. A knock is deeper, slower, and sounds like someone's hitting the block with a small hammer. If you can feel it in your feet through the floorboard, it's probably the real deal. Now, one early sign. It might only knock when the engine's cold. That can be piston slap, where the piston's rocking a little in the cylinder until it warms up and expands. Not always fatal right away, but it's worth keeping an eye on. If it's knocking all the time, especially under load when you give it gas, you might be hearing a worn connecting rod bearing. That's the one you don't want to ignore. Another early warning is if the knock changes with engine speed. Rev it up in neutral. If the knock gets faster with RPM, it's likely internal. If it stays steady or only happens when moving, you might be dealing with something outside the engine, like a loose flywheel bolt, or even a cracked flex plate. I've seen more than one blown engine turn out to be a $30 bolt fix. Check your oil too, not just the level, but the color and smell. Metallic glitter in the oil? That's bearing material, and your engine's telling you it's on borrowed time. Low oil pressure on the gauge, or a flickering oil light at idle, is another big red flag. That's when you park it until you know what's going on. One more sign folks overlook. The knock might get quieter when you let off the gas. That's a worn rod bearing easing up without load. If it gets louder under acceleration, that's your clue it's mechanical, not just fuel detonation or pinging. Pinging is a sharp metallic rattle under load and is usually a timing or fuel issue, not an actual worn-out part. So here's my advice. The second you hear a knock, don't keep driving just to see if it goes away. These things only get worse. Pull the dipstick, listen with a mechanic's stethoscope or even a long screwdriver to pinpoint the location, and decide whether it's a top-end noise, bottom-end noise, or something external. The sooner you nail it down, the more likely you are to fix it without swapping the whole engine. To recap, cold start knocks, changes with RPM, metallic oil, or oil pressure drops are your early warning signs. Catch it here, and you've got a shot at saving the motor. Wait until it's banging like a drum kit, and you're looking at a tow truck. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Car Justify, and drop a comment with why.